Everyone talks about getting off your phone. Less screen time, less scrolling, less distractions. But no one really talks about the next part. What do you actually want to do with that time? Because let's be real. You put your phone down, and after 2 minutes, you're just sitting there thinking, okay, now what? And that's usually when you pick it right back up. Not because you want to, but because you don't have anything else that feels worth doing. So the problem is, it's not just being on your phone, it's that we've forgotten how to live without it. Welcome back to Off the Grid. I'm Jacob, and today we're talking about something most people never figure out: what to actually do with your life once you get off your phone. The reason this is hard is because your phone replaced everything. Think about it. Your phone is your entertainment, your social life, your distraction, your escape. It's everything in one place. So when you remove it, you're not just losing one thing, you're losing all of that at once. And your brain doesn't know how to respond. That's why it feels boring, empty, uncomfortable. But here's the truth: the feeling isn't a problem. That feeling is the starting point. That's where real life begins again. I know this might sound weird, but boredom is one of the most important things that you can experience. Because boredom forces you to think, create, explore. When you're never bored, you never have to figure out things. But when you are bored, your brain starts looking for something meaningful. That's when you start doing things like going outside, trying something new, actually thinking about your life. And that's where everything changes. Alright, this is where people actually need to listen. If you get off your phone, what do you replace it with? Not random stuff. Not just stay busy. Things that actually improve your life. For number one, a good option would be to go outside. I know this sounds basic, but most people don't do it enough. Go on a walk. Sit somewhere. Be in nature. Without any headphones. Just you and your thoughts. This helps reset your brain more than anything else. Number two, move your body. Not even like intense workouts. Just walking, lifting, playing something. Your body needs movement. And when your body feels better, your mind flows. Number three, think about your life without any distractions. This is something people avoid, but it's one of the most important things you can do. Ask yourself, what do I actually want? What am I doing right now? Where am I going? You don't need perfect answers. Just thinking about it puts you ahead of most people. Number four, build something. This could be anything. Music. You could write poetry, create content, or master a skill. When you create instead of consume, you start to feel different, more focused, more alive. Number five, talk to people in real life. Not texting, not snapping, actually talking. Even simple conversations feel more real than hours on your phone. And that's something people are missing. Why this changes everything. When you start doing these things, your life feels a little bit slower, but in a good way. More clear, more real. You're constantly reacting anymore. You're constantly not reacting anymore. You're actually choosing how to spend your time, and that's the biggest shift. Because once you realize you don't need your phone all the time, you stop being controlled by it. Now, getting off your phone isn't the goal. That's just the first step. The real goal is building a life that actually feels worth living without it. Some things in my life that I can testify to is going outside. Ever since I've gotten a flip phone, I haven't been able to really listen to music on headphones. And so, in my free time, I'll go right outside my dorm, which leads to a courtyard. We have a bunch of grass, and I like to just take my shoes off, my socks off, and just stand or sit in the grass. That's something I feel like I don't do anymore now that I'm older. and I'm really trying to be aware of that. Um, it also just gives you time to think, just even your thoughts, and I think that's really really healthy. Also, moving your body. I'm not really into lifting, but I love to play pickleball, pick up basketball, anything of those sorts with my friends. Not only is it good for you and your brain, but it also can help you foster relationships with your friends more deeper. This is when your mind starts to flow and your body feels a little better because you're working out but also having communication at the same time. Another thing that I really like to do is number 4, build something. I really like to make music personally. I got into it about 2 years ago. My older brother was making some music from these beats that he found online, and I found one that he wasn't gonna use. Went in my closet and just started recording. I used my AirPods. I didn't have any mic or anything, and I made my first ever song, and it almost happens to be my favorite. So yeah, music has definitely been such a big thing in my life. It's helped me feel like I have a worth, like I have a point. Um, and basically, yeah, after I made my first song, I started working on a little EP, which is not an album. It's like it's called EP for extended play, just to showcase some of my talents. And then after that, I put on my first concert at the Harp and Habit. I had my younger brother Jonah, who was probably the best drummer here at Franciscan, play drums for me, and we killed it. It was really, really, really fun. A lot of my friends showed up, a lot of the school showed up, and everything went to plan. After that, excuse me, I kept making music. I posted one more song since then, and I made a music video for it. And creating a music video really, really helped me push me to my limits. It was super stressful in the way of editing. I edited the video for 11 hours on my phone. It turned out very nicely, and it really showcased my artistic ability from just recording it on my iPhone. Um, and after that, I got asked to do the resurrection party here at Franciscan, which is the party after the Easter Vigil that celebrates Jesus' resurrection. I've been going to those ever since I was a little kid, and it was kind of a full circle moment for them to ask me to do it. And once I got asked, I instantly started planning. Like I said earlier, boredom can help you start to be creative. Constantly, when my mind was just wandering, I thought about some cool ideas for the concert and what I should do. How to involve and engage the crowd. Little things like that. Once the concert came up, I was super nervous, but once I got out there, it was very, very, very fun. And it's kind of crazy to think that it all started from my older brother making music on his phone and me being bored one day to use one of his beats to make a song. After that, not too long ago, about a week ago, I played for Battle of Bands that Stella Marie hosted. And of course, I had my younger brother play the drums again. And we kind of put a whole band together. And we actually ended up winning the whole thing, which was super, super amazing. We all got shirts, and I added it to my collection. And it really just proved to me that I really can do stuff when I put my mind to it. So yeah, that's a kind of a long testimony on being creative, building something. Another thing that I really like to do is make charcuterie boards. For anyone that doesn't know what that is, that's a cutting board that's kind of fancier that people put meat and cheese on and crackers. I went to a carpentry school my junior year, and they taught us how to build houses, like bird boxes, benches, and then they taught us how to make a little cutting board, and I fell in love with it, and my teacher noticed that. So almost every day while everyone was building on the house, I would help make cutting boards that we would donate to the people that would give us wood for free. I ended up actually going to, it's called Dunham Lumber. I went there, excuse me, over a year later to get some wood by myself, and I noticed they had my cutting boards up on display. I don't really do it as much. Music's kind of my thing now, but that's another thing that has led me to being creative just by being bored. Yeah. So I really encourage all you to just be bored, see where your mind takes you, and follow it. Number 5, not being able to text on my flip phone, not having Snapchat or any social media has really pushed me to go out of my comfort zone. I share more of this in episode 1, but I've noticed that ever since I have not had an actual iPhone, my conversations have improved a lot. I've been pushing myself to go out of my ways. I've been hanging out with people that I usually wouldn't hang out with. And yeah, I joined a couple ministries that really pushed me to be a better person. And I think if you're surrounding yourself by good people that want the best for you, that want the best for themselves, and are close to God, is the most important thing that you can do. Maybe talk to them about being off their phone a little less, a little more. See where that takes you. Go on a camping trip, but leave the phone behind. Try to get a physical map. See how hard that will be. Or go out in the woods by yourself. Make a little fire. Pray to God without any phone. I've done that once. I did that last summer, and it was honestly one of the weirdest things I've ever done. It was weird being out in the nature in the dark, staring up at the stars, all alone, with no phone or no music. I really had nothing to do. I told my dad the next day I was so bored, and I didn't even really know if I had a great time. But he was like, that's the whole point. Just to be bored, let your mind wander. It's very good for you, even though it might not feel comfortable. It might not feel better than watching reels and laying in your bed. So yeah, I just want to encourage you guys to go out of your comfort zone. Use your free will. The world is your oyster. Go have fun. College is honestly probably the best 4 years of everyone's life if you go to college, because it's a time to grow as much as you can. And I think living off the grid is one of the biggest ways to do that. I know that since I've started this, it's changed my college experience, and I think it will change the next 2 years that I have here. It's kind of crazy to think that I'm already a sophomore, and I know by blinking my eye I will be a senior, graduating, and wonder, where did all the time go? But that's not the point. The point is to live life. Enjoy your friends' company. Love your family. Love God. And love each other. There's a lot of bad things that go on in the world. And being on your phone, you can focus too much on those. Being off, you can focus what's around you. You can be a better person. You don't have to listen to all the negatives in the news. You can look for yourself when you go outside and you realize life's more beautiful than it seems to be online. Alright guys, well that's all the time I have for you today. Thank you for listening. Make sure to be tuned for my next podcast. We can dive deeper into more subjects and more questions that you have. My name is Jacob. This has been Off the Grid. And I'm very appreciative of you guys listening to me. And I hope you have a very restful, peaceful, and prayed up day. Thanks.